Welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen. The podcast, respectfully. I got my boy in the building. I had to get him back on the show. My boy has a lot of value, a lot of substance. He's the owner of Man Ant Services. He's a husband. He's a father. He's a good friend of mine. Very educated. He's from Omaha, Nebraska. Now living in the ATL, running his own business. Ladies and gentlemen, your boy Ray Wells.
Hey,
Welcome to
hey,
the show, fam.
I appreciate you. I appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
Respectfully, right? Respectfully.
Respectfully, man. We
I feel
do
like I'm on
everything.
the
We do it
couch
all
at
respectfully.
feel like I'm on the couch at shit.
Yeah, man. What's going on, man? So how's business, man? I know you're a business owner. Look like you've been pretty busy. I see you out here building the fences, doing pergolas and all that. How's this haven't gotten into the summer, but how's the spring kicking off for you?
Oh man, so started off in January. It's my best January to date. I'll be 10 years in May. So the start of the
Congrats.
year, everything right now has been definitely awesome, bro. I've been so blessed to be in that position to learn business. I was self-employed for a long time, so it's a blessing to be on this side of it now.
That's
Hmm.
good, man. That's good. I see you growing, man. Spiritually and just financially, of course, mentally, we chop it up a lot, man. I know you're an artist too. I forgot to mention he's also an artist, so you creating in a lot of spaces, man. I
I
love
try
that
to.
about you, man. How's your journey been with growing in Christ, man?
No, it's beautiful. Having a personal relationship with Jesus Christ was something that I didn't have. So obtaining that, a lot. I knew God. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I knew stories. I've been to church, grew up in the church. My people was Baptist, but wasn't consistent. You know what I mean? I didn't have a personal relationship with God. And so,
Yeah.
I would say about the last 2 years, I got baptized last year. So last year for sure, January 21st, if I'm not mistaken, 19th or 21st. Yep, I definitely changed my life. And it's been easier, bro. You get what I'm saying? God is undefeated. You feel me? So
Yes, sir.
I don't lose battles. I don't stress about stuff no more. And
Right.
I'm in position to serve. You know what I mean? How can I serve? And by serving the best that I can, it puts me in a position to be successful, quote unquote.
Yeah, yeah. First of all, I'm glad to hear that, man. Like you mentioned, it's all about that personal relationship. We like to telling the viewers we never pushing religion. We pushing get you a personal relationship with God, which eventually that will draw you to a church and being around a body of people, or the church is within, right? It's a body of believers, people that can hold each other accountable, and iron sharpen iron. So whatever that looks like to you, get a personal relationship with God. I encourage you all to do so.
Yeah,
Let people know that
definitely.
don't know. I know what you do, man, but let the viewers know what your business consists of that you've been doing for 10 years. Congratulations
Okay.
on your
Yeah,
10 years. Let them know what
no
you
doubt.
do.
No doubt. All right. So I own Man and Services. Check us out, manandservices.com. Google us. Service Greater Atlanta right now. Predominantly outside construction. So decks, fences, pergolas, gazebos, concrete extensions, driveways. Um, we're under contract right now and pulling permits to build our first mini house in Decatur. So that's
Mm.
awesome. Um, I have a Man and Academy to where I teach young men exactly what I've done. So I teach them a trade. If it's carpentry, if it's masonry, as far as finishing concrete, to give them something that they can't, somebody can't take from them. You know what I mean? So um, again, I didn't know that Man and what I started years ago would um, transpire and roll into what it is now, but it's
Yeah.
always been a service. You get what I'm saying? And
Hmm.
so literally and services. And so by like God showing me and blessing me with my best tools, then I could get out there and show the world and help the world. You get what I'm saying? And so I literally, it's not about the money, and the money comes, but it's not about the money. I try to
Mm.
figure out how can I help the customer. Of course, I have a business standard, policies of procedure. You know what I mean? So it's things that I need to stick to, and I make sure I do that. That's the way that way the business grows.
Man, that's good, man. Salute, man. And this young man is a testimony. He's from the city, Omaha, Nebraska.
Yep,
Share with the viewers, how was it for you coming up in Omaha? People that don't know, you know.
yep. Came up in Omaha, Nebraska, man. I was riding around today, and I usually give about four to five, sometimes 8 estimates a day, but on average about 4 to 5 estimates a day. And I'm
Hmm.
riding around today, and this guy, he was like, "Yeah, I actually visited Omaha one time, and I went up there to see the Malcolm X memorial, and it's pretty neat because you don't hear that much, in Atlanta. A lot of people don't know
Right,
nothing about Omaha. Growing up in
right.
Omaha, to those who don't know about Omaha, Omaha is pretty, poverty stricken. You get what I'm saying? And when you in poverty, it's a tax you have to pay. You get what I'm saying? Everything
Mm-hmm.
costs more. Knowledge
Mm-hmm.
costs more. Your goods cost more. Everything costs more. A lot of times you'll be more and prone to a product of your environment because of the
Yeah,
things you see. You know what I mean? So we didn't see doctors and lawyers and entrepreneurs in Omaha. The people
right.
I seen and looked up to, um, wasn't doing the best things they should have been doing. You know what I'm saying, bro? They
Mm-hmm.
selling dope, running the streets, gang banging, but they got flashy cars. And really, as I'm grown with a grown mindset, that's probably all they had. You get what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Most of the time, they didn't even have that. You know what I mean?
right.
So it's probably they girls and they girl name or something like that. But so growing up in the city was tough, bro. I definitely think that a hack is moving out your city. You know what I mean? You gotta
Mm-hmm.
you gotta make sure you move. Um, Even if it's to go back one day, you get what I'm saying? Because you could go back one day and put on. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But I definitely wouldn't have the mindset that I have here in Atlanta if I didn't see the success that I seen in Atlanta. You get what I'm saying? I
Right.
seen black success. I seen
Yeah.
black entrepreneurs, black lawyers, black doctors, black
Right.
everything. You know what I mean?
Man.
In every way, shape, and form. Mayors, governors, politicians,
Yeah.
lawyers, teachers, everybody. You know what I mean? To where it's like, okay, we could really do anything. And
Yeah.
so from there, what am I good at? I was doing construction in Omaha. Shout out to my father-in-law, Jackson Fleet Concrete. Taught me how to, operate a Bobcat, finish concrete. So I started that. You know what I mean? I was down in Atlanta working for a long time, and just took the leap of faith, bro. Literally, it I think we prepare ourselves a lot of times for that leap. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I got this idea, I got this scratch that I want to do. But I maybe don't have the time because I have to work this 9 to 5. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And maybe if I spent the time doing this, that I can make the money that I'm making on this 9 to 5. But it's so hard after this 9 to 5 because I'm tired. I
Yeah.
done just worked. I had to drive. It ain't just the 8 hours. It's the 2 hours before work, 2 hours after work. Throwing family. You get what I'm saying? Throwing
Right.
raising kids and trying to, so um, it was just a lot of life, if that makes sense to me. To where I was like, I ain't
Yeah.
finna do this. You know what I mean? My dad had some health situations, and I think that really transpired me to make sure I take that leap. And when I jumped, bro, um, it came with wings. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I say this story all the time, but I jumped and it came with wings. You get what I'm saying? So it's not a fall. It's a it's a gradual increase. You know what I mean? It's not hard. Excuse me. It's
Yeah.
not easy. It's gonna be days where it's very very hard, but
Yeah.
try not to have a motivation. Try to be disciplined. Just like we
Right.
disciplined to wake up and go to work, we gotta be disciplined to wake up and put into our business. You get what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
when I took that leap, bro, I was literally door knocking,
Yeah.
knocking on people's doors, bro, just like they tell you to get it in real estate or a lot of local businesses. You get what I'm saying? If you want to get up and get out, if you on a lawn service or cleaning service or
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
handyman service or anything like that, taxes,
100%. Yeah.
listen, door knock. You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You really want to touch somebody, door knock. And it ain't,
Yeah.
you talking about something that ain't easy. That ain't easy. But
Right,
I
right.
literally had to motivate myself to do that. That's something that I didn't want to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
It takes a lot of humility too.
takes a lot of humility. You know,
Yeah.
I love that word humility. You know what I mean?
Sure.
It's one of the slogans I live by. Staying humble. I gotta stay humble to
Mhm.
remain in the young. You
Yes,
know,
sir.
so
All the time. Let me ask you this, fam. What junior high you went to? Monroe?
yep. I went to Monroe
Oh.
and Lewis and Clark. Got kicked out of Monroe. Now I went to Lewis and Clark. Yeah.
So let me ask you, if you could go back to junior high today, what would you change? What would be different?
Boy, if I go back to junior high, um, yep, junior high is when a lot of things changed for me. So if I go back to junior high, I would kick it with the people I grew up with in elementary, more so than thinking people were cool.
Yeah.
Because it was more people around them. You know what I'm saying? Idiots travel in packs, bro. You know what I mean? And dummies in bunches, idiots in packs, all the slogans. You get what I'm
Right,
saying? And
right.
I was able to stand by myself, but I was attracted to, you young. It's something
Yeah,
we never seen before.
yeah.
So we attracted to the negative influences,
Yeah.
just weird negativity, bro. I'm talking about just fighting, going about it. You know what I mean? Like, and that established cliques. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Because so and so talking about this person, and then the cliques transformed into hoods. And
gangs,
then the
yeah.
hoods transformed into people losing their lives. You know what I mean? Over it's people I know mad at me that we traded video games in sixth grade, and then now we
Yeah,
mad. He's supposed to be, at one point they mad at me because of different colors or something like. So
yeah, yeah. That's
if I
that
go back,
division that them gangs brought to the city. Divide and
exactly.
conquer.
Yeah. So if I go back, I would say stay a nerd, stay by yourself if that's what it
Right,
takes. You get what I'm saying?
right.
Yeah. Let me tell you what I learned the other day. We would never know what God looks like if we wasn't examples. If
Mm-hmm.
we don't show love, what is God to anybody? We would not really know what God is. So we
That's
always
good.
gotta lead with love. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can't control nobody, but by being the best man in the mirror, Michael Jackson, you know what I mean? Then
Yes, sir.
maybe other people could see that reflection and be like, hey man, look what Ray doing. Ray
That's
doing
good.
this. He's successful with this.
Yes, sir.
I had my son when I was 18, bro. My son in the house right now. He's 19. He'll graduate next month with his master barber license. In the shop. He worked for me sometimes. Got a nice car. I'm very proud of him. Like
Yes, sir.
it's not easy to raise a kid. 20 years. You get what I'm saying?
Right,
Being
right.
the whole.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? A lot of so. And I
One thing I admired, man, I remember you sent me a text message one time, and I saw how strategic you were with your planning, and that really I admired that because I'm the same way. I know you have a
okay.
business. Even a lot of entrepreneurs aren't that thorough when it comes to their planning and being their strategy. Where did you learn that from, and how does that benefit you throughout life and throughout your business?
So I was sneaky in jobs, bro. Not sneaky like to where I'm stealing, or I guess I am because I'm stealing knowledge. Like
Feeling,
I
yeah,
will
yeah, yeah,
always, bro. It wasn't. I will walk into any job and I would know every position. I would
yeah.
know every position. I wanted to. You know what I mean? So I needed to. I needed to know organization. I needed to know
Right.
why this guy was just monitoring all of us and not doing shit. Like, you know what I
right,
mean? And why
right.
this lady over here could just deal with 5 people, but I got to deal with 7 people. Or
Yeah,
why, you
yeah,
get what I'm saying? So I wanted to understand to where
yeah,
every job, bro, I make sure I learn from. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Um, Period. So I always wanted to grow. So I would say at one of these jobs, probably telemarketing, West telemarketing, I used to run webinars, bro. I'm talking about 2007, 2008, 150, 200 people in the webinars. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like, that's 20 years
Okay.
ago doing podcasts. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right. Wow.
So, so I've always tried to learn, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Anything I could do, you know?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
because it's power in planning. And where I was going with that is to I know a lot of men in the houses sometimes we don't take on an administrative role. We allow women to do everything, especially guys just grow in them type of certain warehouse jobs and things like that. They're not taking on those type of roles and learning the power and
Responsibility.
planning. And so I just want to encourage my brothers how powerful it is making plans. If it's just planning out the week, planning out your dates with your lady, for the weekend, planning out your months, and
Yeah,
really seeing how it keeps you on schedule and making sure you execute it. And it's just setting goals. Really, you meet those goals, and it
yeah,
does something to you, and it's
it does.
rewarding. So
Yeah.
it's definitely power and planning.
hmm Powerful frequencies. You know what I mean? We could,
Yeah.
it's only two frequencies, high and low. You know what I mean? So we want the
Mm,
powerful, positive frequencies and
right.
planning, writing those down. That those are some of the highest. You know what I mean? We could, those who don't write, they directly link dementia to people who don't write, bro.
Wow.
So it's
That's
important for us as black folks, make sure we write. You know, that's rampant in our community. And if you sit
yeah.
back and look at those with it, I bet you could probably say, yeah, I can't think of my grandpa sitting back writing me a letter. I can't think of so and so sitting back writing this. Bro,
Yeah.
right. You feel me? Because if we don't use it, we lose it all the way to our simple mind. You know what I mean?
Facts.
So a plan of the day, we used to have them in high school, agenda, and you have to write down
Yeah.
your agenda, you
Yeah.
know. Uh, we were set up with the recipe, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Staying busy, doing what we need to do,
Structure.
but the growner we are, the more we like, oh, I ain't got to, oh, I'm grown, I ain't got
Right.
to. But it's just a lot of grown kids. A lot of
Yeah.
people not accepting responsibility,
That part.
choosing the negative part, choosing the, to just be negative, bro. People have no reason in the world not to like you and be like, oh, I don't like him. I
Yeah.
don't like him because he from here. Or something years ago. I hear
Yeah.
that you talk to a lot of people. Um,
Hmm.
I just not so much. I feel like I can't help the city. I just rather show you. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like
Yeah.
this is what I can do. You get what I'm saying? Like um, kids, I feel like I still have an opportunity with.
Right.
A
Right.
lot of us grown ups. All we can do is just do what we do
Lead
and
by
then learn from
example.
each other, lead by example. You know what I
You're
mean? And
right.
show homage. I think it's important to show gratitude and grace. Like tell
Yeah.
somebody, hey man, I appreciate that. I learned from you. You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
You know, that way you just don't know how it feels to you. You know what I'm saying? So we
Yeah.
all need to feel each other, spread love, show love. Best thing to do.
100%. Well, look, man, before we wrap it up, man,
Yes, sir.
respectfully, the podcast, how has respect served you well with yourself and with others?
Respect. Respect serves me well by respecting myself. Again, then I could demand everything outwardly. You know what I mean? But I have to feel like that and be that inwardly. You know what I
Yes,
mean?
sir.
So you can't put makeup on a pig and things gonna be pretty. You get what I'm saying? Start from inside. So respect yourself. Your time, your health, your knowledge, your religion, your spouse, your
Yeah.
responsibilities. You get what I'm saying? So I love respectfully, bro.
Well, look, man, I appreciate you coming on, man.
Yes,
I know
sir.
you got a long rest of the week, man, which is a
Yep.
good thing, booked and busy. Hey, man, respect for the podcast, man. Y'all get in the comments. Let me know what y'all think about my boy Ray Wells. Where can they follow you at, Ray? Give them your
Yep.
social media handles.
Yep, no doubt. You can check me out on Instagram, Ray Wells ATL. You can find me on Instagram, Man and Services, manandservices.com, Facebook. So if you're in a local Atlanta area and you need something done, make sure you get at me. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir. I'll see you soon, bro. Hold it down, man.
Thank you,
Respectfully, we
fam.
checking out.